In this video, we'll take a look at Back Office Sales. You can find it under the Sales module, here, Back Office Sales tab. The first function here is the Customer Master. It contains the details of your customers. Here is a list of customers who have purchased items from your store in the last 1 year. Then there's Customer Migration. You can use this when you want to migrate your customer details as an Excel sheet. Next, we have Sales Quotation. If a customer wants to view the price of your products before purchasing them, then you can create a sales quotation using this function. Let's add a new quotation. Select the customer's name, select whether the customer is a GST or a non-GST customer. Here, select the item. Let's select pista for example. 10 in quantity. A discount percentage is applied. Then click on Add. The item is added. You can add multiple items. Next, select the terms and conditions. Choose the mode of delivery. Selecting On Date means you will have to specify the exact delivery date. Otherwise, you can choose as soon as possible or on availability. You can add remarks if you want to. After completing everything, click on Save and Close. The sales quotation is created. Then, we have Sales Order. After creating the sales quote, you can follow it up by creating a sales order. Click on Add. Select the customer. You can either create a direct sales order or you can load up the sales quotation that was just created. Let's select the sales quotation. Select the number SQ1. The items from the sales quotation will load up. Then you can either edit any of these values or you can proceed to complete the sales order. You can add terms and conditions and remarks. Select the delivery mode. After completing everything, click on Save and Close. Now that the sales order is created, you will need to change the status of the order from Prepared to Approved. You will be able to move ahead to the sales bill only if the sales order is approved. The next function is the sales bill. Click on Add. Select the customer's name. Then the sales bill from the sales order we just created. You can also choose the other two options. Let's proceed with sales order. Select the order number. The items appear here. Now you can add in the actual transport cost and the tax percentages associated with it. You can add in any other amount here. After completing everything here, click on Settlement. This is when the customer will need to make the payment. Here you can add the payment breakup details. Let's say the customer is paying 1,000 rupees in cash and the rest by check, 629 rupees. After filling in the details, click on Save and Close. The bill is created. This means the customer has taken the order delivery from you and the sales transaction is complete. If there are any issues with the goods that were sold, the customer may want to return the items. At that time, you will need to use the sales return function. Let's create a new return. First, select the customer's name. Then select the payment type and the return mode. If you're giving a cash refund, select this. Otherwise, select the credit return. In the return mode, select this if it's an open credit note. If it's based on the bill, select this. Since we chose bill-based return, we will have to select the bill. The items of the bill appear here. Finally, click on Save and Close. The return is completed. Next, we have receipts. You can use this function to settle payments for credit customers whenever a sales bill is generated. You can also use it for credit note settlement. If there's a credit note generated in sales return, you can create a receipt to complete the payment. Let's see how this works by first creating a sales bill. Let's create a sales bill with a pending settlement. To enable that option, you will need to configure back-office sales settings as without settlement in the application settings. Once that is enabled, you will be able to create a sales bill with a pending settlement. Clicking on Add, let's select a credit customer. Then add the items, the quantity, and click on Add. Down below, add in the transportation cost, the GST percentages, and the other amount. After completion, click on Save and Close. This bill is created without a settlement because we had changed the application settings. We had made the back office sales without settlement. The sales bill is created and you can see the due amount here. Now we'll proceed to receiving the payment for this amount using receipts. Add a new receipt. Select the same customer. Now you'll see the due amount the customer will have to pay. This is what we just created now. This customer also has a retail sale POS due. You can receive the payment for this as well. Check the payments you want to receive. Then enter the cash amount the customer is giving. You can also split the payment amount if the customer is using multiple payment methods to settle this amount. Let's say the customer is giving 3,000 rupees by cash and 215 rupees by check. Once everything is complete and the balance is zero, click on Save and Close. The receipt is created. This receipt list will show a history of all the generated receipts. Now let's take a look at the sales agent function. Sales agents are intermediaries for sales. If a customer comes to your store through a sales agent, then you can mention that specific agent on the bill. Let's add a new sales agent. First, the agent's name, agent's mobile number, address, the agent has been created. Now let's say you're creating a new sales bill. You will be able to add the sales agent's name here. Next, we have the reservation function. You can use this when a customer wants to reserve some products at your store by paying a percentage of the amount upfront. Such customers will need to pay the rest of the amount after receiving all the items. This is what the reservation function is for. Then there's credit note. This function contains a list of all the credit notes that you generate. Let's say you want to view the credit notes that were issued over the past 1 year. You can see them here. These credit notes were generated when the customers were returning or exchanging items. These are all the functions under back office sales.